Before students take AP Physics 1, they should have a good grasp of angle relationships because this skill is needed to solve problems like inclined planes and force diagram problems. So in this video, we're going to cover angle relationships. We're going to start with these two lines that intersect each other, and on the left-hand side is a 30-degree angle. And we're going to look for angles A, B, and C. Starting with angle A, we notice that angle A and 30 degrees are vertical angles, and vertical angles are equal, so angle A is 30 degrees. Next, we're going to solve for angle B. Angle B and angle A are supplementary angles, which means that they add up to 180 degrees. So 180 minus 30 is 150, so angle B is 150 degrees. Next, we're going to look for angle C. Angle C and angle B are vertical angles, which are equal, so therefore angle C is also 150 degrees. Next, we have two lines that are parallel to each other, and we have a transversal that goes through these two parallel lines. On the top right is a 40-degree angle, and we're looking for angles D, E, and F. Now, angle D and the 40 degrees are vertical angles, so they are equal. So angle D is also 40 degrees. Angle E is what we're looking for next, and angle E and D are alternate interior angles, which are equal to each other. So E is also 40 degrees. And angle F and E are supplementary angles, which means they have to add up to 180 degrees. So 180 minus 40 gives us 140 degrees. Now we'll take a look at some inclined plane problems. Now we're not going to solve a complete inclined plane problems. We're just going to focus on the angle part. So when you learn about inclined planes later on, you'll be able to figure out what the angles are. It's going to make solving the angles so much easier. So here is our ramp, and typically you'll be given an angle or you'll have enough information to find the angle, but here we're given the angle and we're looking for angles A and B. Now this line going straight down is the gravitational force, which is directed down, and then here we have a dotted line which is perpendicular to the ramp. You'll find out a little bit more why we care about this dotted line, which we also call the normal force or the support force. That's going to be for a future video, but for right now we just want to be able to figure out what is angle A and what is angle B. So first notice that here we have a right triangle. This is a right triangle here, and a right triangle, the two non-right angles have to add up to 90 degrees. So this is 30 degrees plus A should equal 90, so 90 minus 30 is 60 degrees. And then angle B, if you take a look over here, you notice this is a small right triangle and this is the right angle. So these two are the non-right angle. They have to add up to 90 degrees. So 90 minus 60 gives us 30 degrees. Now we're going to take a look at a ramp that is 20 degrees, and you'll notice that we once again have this green arrow going down, which represents the gravitational force. We have this dotted line, which is perpendicular to the ramp. This dotted line, like I mentioned before, refers to what we call the support force or the normal force, which you'll learn later in your physics class. And our focus right now is to solve for angles A, B, C, D, and E. So once again, you'll notice that there is a right triangle here, and A and the 20 degrees have to add up to 90 because they are the two non-right angles in a right triangle. So 90 minus 20 is 70 degrees. And next we're going to look for B. Now B, angle B, and A form a right angle, right? Because this is perpendicular to the ramp, and so B and A have to equal 90 degrees. So 90 minus 70 gives us 20 degrees. And then to find angle C, notice that here we have another right triangle. Here's the right angle. So B and C are the non-right angles. They have to add up to 90. We know B is 20, so 90 minus 20, we get 70 degrees. Next, we're looking for D. Now, remember that the dotted line and the ramp is perpendicular. So D, we don't even have to calculate anything. It's just 90 degrees. And then lastly, to find E, angle E, notice that E and A are vertical angles, and vertical angles are equal. And so since A is 70 degrees, E is also 70 degrees. If you found this helpful, check out my next video where I go over finding the area under a graph, which is super helpful for students who are going to be learning kinematics, which is usually the first unit in physics.